I'll start with this. Eddie has a broken arm, which we've talked about. He gets sadder as the show goes because we're basically...
you noticed that?
Yeah. We're basically afternoon now, and Eddie's starting to get kind of sad and down. And I heard someone say, "What's up?" And he goes, "My Percocet's wearing off."
Yeah, the pain pills are just starting to come down, man.
And it hurts.
It's like all morning it feels, like something's not right, but it doesn't hurt. And then when it starts wearing down, like you start feeling a little pulsating around my elbow.
Throbbing in the arm.
Then you realize, like, man, it's time for another dose.
Do you have the doses with you?
I don't. They're at home.
Are you driving yourself in?
No, I got a
Tim's
ride.
still driving you in?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
What's the doctor?
Mainly because I drive a stick. And I can't.
You don't need an excuse. I figured it'd be because you're on Percocet.
Nah, if that's the case, I would just skip out and then take it while I'm here and then drive home.
Got it. How many can you take a day?
Every 6 hours?
Do you look forward to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the stuff that people get like hooked on, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but it doesn't make me feel like, I want to party. It makes me feel like I just want to go to bed and like just chill.
But just chill is a feeling that people chase. That's smoking weed, right? I never smoke weed, but I'm assuming you smoke weed, you're just like, hey, I just want to chill. I don't think it makes you want to party.
But then afterwards, you feel all groggy and moody, which is kind of weird.
I had
too.
to take Percocet. I had dry sockets in my mouth once I had my wisdom teeth taken out. Miserable. Like 3 months of just is torture. And I had to take Percocet for that. And I liked them so much that it's at one point I dumped it on the toilet because I liked them so much.
Wow.
I feel that.
That was, yeah. It was Reed calling to cancel his DraftKings because he was winning so much. That's responsible.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a responsible gambler. Well, we're rooting for you, buddy.
But then did you also hear Reed like, hey, you got any extras?
I did not
I
hear him
was
say
joking. Come on.
that. I did not hear him say that. A couple things as we start the show. I'm seeing more and more rumors about the NFL taking the onside kick and making it basically a 4th and 20. We saw the onside kick last week too. I think that's a great idea. Like you want the ball back, convert a 4th and 20. At least there is an opportunity there.
I mean,
They said it was what?
A good opportunity.
I wouldn't say good. I would say more than 5%, but I wouldn't say 1 and 4. I'd say less than 25%.
Because like, what's the percentage on an onside kick the way it is now?
So they said 5% this season.
That's nothing.
And I felt like that was high.
I was going to say, that seems high.
Yeah, because I never see them recovered.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they do in games that I miss. But I if you see an onside kick recovery, that's amazing. That's like a dodo bird. Like a rare dodo you see running down the road. I like that. And I think that's an XFL-ish type rule. And the kickoff rule that they had changed this year, it has changed me in no way whatsoever. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's how I felt about the kickoff. And they can at least say, look, we're doing things to keep people from getting concussions.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a stupid rule they've put in, but also it's not made the game like way more fun. But I think the benefit of that kickoff rule is the NFL can go, look at what we're doing to prevent forest fires and concussions.
Like Smokey.
Yes.
And the 4th and 20 is where you would normally kick the ball off?
It doesn't matter because I don't know that you get the ball at that spot. So I don't know because the rule's not there. It very, very well could be. But my point is, I don't know that it's that spot because if you throw a touchdown or you get to the 5-yard line, do you get to keep it at the 5?
Ooh,
Probably
Yeah,
not.
They got to tweak that.
I would think that it just goes back to some normal midfield-ish
Midfield,
type
yeah.
line
Yeah.
because that's where an onside kick would be recovered.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I read. I think that would be a great move. So second thing, the Cowboys coach maybe Schottenheimer, dude.
I know. That's stupid.
Ooh, really?
Man. I saw that too, and I'm like, it's not sexy. It's not exciting.
Sexy's not always exciting, and sexy's not always great. Sexy's
I don't
always
know why I said sexy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's Dan Pills.
He's not very sexy.
Like Dion, like I guess that would be considered sexy because it's a pick that'd be like, whoa, are you serious? Dion Primetime's gonna be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, but Schottenheimer, Brian, is that his name?
Yeah, and he's the OC now.
He's the OC now, but he didn't even call plays.
That part's kind of weird.
McCarthy called all the plays
But-
with his Waffle House menu.
And I would think that it would be weird that the OC that gets the head coaching job wasn't the play caller, except for that McCarthy is a really great play caller. Like that's what he's known for. And also, if you're the OC under somebody who's really great at what they do, I'm sure that you're picking up some stuff too. Not that he needed it, but if they came today, and they may say this, we recorded this at Thursday afternoon. and then it loads at midnight on Friday. But let's say tonight or Friday, Schottenheimer's the coach. Your thoughts?
Another wasted season. I don't think Brian. I mean, Brian's already been there, right? So I don't think it's going to change anything. I don't think you're going to be looking at a whole different Dallas Cowboys team. I think it's just going to remain the same thing. We're just going to kill another year of football, and I don't like it.
Well, it'd be more than a season, though. I mean, if he's the head
Yeah.
coach, you're
3,
talking
4.
3. Yeah.
Okay, 4 seasons lost.
That's a whole presidential term.
It is. What do you think?
I think when things are really, I'll use your word, sexy and exciting, usually that's just short-term fun and not long-term greatness. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Brian Schottenheimer is the answer, but sometimes those hires where you're like, who, what, when, like it's really smart people making those decisions. I'm not, maybe Jerry's allowing other people to come in and help him with
Yeah.
this. I don't hate it because it's so take your lunch pail to work
Yeah.
decision that a lot of times those work out. I don't see this being a disaster if he's the coach. I think the floor is higher, but I don't know where the ceiling is with him at all.
I just feel like if Brian was the dude, they would have made him the OC, and he would have had FaceTime. I mean, I forgot that Brian Schottenheimer was the OC, honestly.
Yeah, I forgot what he looked like until I just looked him up.
Yeah.
I think, again, if it's almost any coach other than McCartney, he's calling plays.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't
Yeah.
take that as, man, he must not be that good. Because you had one of the greatest play callers, offensive NFL minds calling plays. So, listen, if I were a Cowboys fan, I would want something exciting. And
Yeah, even like when
sexy,
you
but
said Cliff Kingsbury, I'm like, God, that's cool.
that's-
That would be
That's
cool.
kind of sexy.
That's pretty sexy, and he's kind of sexy.
Okay.
All right.
like the ladies like him.
If we're sexy, oh yeah, I know somebody who hooked up with him for a while.
Shut up.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you right here.
Oh, that's a bomb, dude.
I know. I can't tell you. Right. It's been a while. It's been a while. So nothing. I don't know what his personal life is now. I've been married with kids. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. I can tell you out there.
Okay.
So sexy meter. Dion 1,
Very sexy.
Cliff 2.
Cliff 2 is very sexy.
Who's at 3?
I mean, not in the traditional sexy way, but I think the third sexiest coach for the Dallas Cowboys could be Riverboat Ron.
No, I don't think he's sexy. I think he is somebody you bring in to plug a hole, to create some stability.
Have they talked to Romo
About what?
coming back?
Here we go, Jim.
Because that'd be awesome.
I don't know if they've talked to Romo.
Wild.
Now that's sexy.
We've talked about 3. He's still coaching right now. I feel like he'd be on your list. He's still coaching right now.
Who?
Offensive coordinator.
Kellen Moore.
Yeah. Who would you rather have, Kellen Moore or Brian Cornelius Schottenheimer?
His middle name Cornelius?
Yeah.
That's legit. I guess I'd have Kellen Moore. I feel like I know more of his work.
But I think that's why, and that's the answer, right? That's why you want him, because you know more about him. It doesn't mean that you know or you feel like he's actually better based on. So yeah, it's a lunch pail hire if he does.
What a mess.
So Brian Schottenheimer, OC for the Seahawks, the Jets, the Rams, University of Georgia, was an assistant coach with the Redskins, Chargers, Colts, and Jaguars.
His dad is
51 years old.
Marty.
Marty.
Yes.
Marty was the coach of Broncos?
They were the San Diego Chargers.
Oh,
then.
Chargers. Okay.
They always fell short every season. Yeah.
That's good.
That's kind of where chargering came from.
Yes.
That's really good.
Well, good luck to you, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, man. We'll wait and see. Hopefully some of those sexies come in.
I hope people watch a little bit of Chiefsaholic, because it's interesting, and the Chiefs are still in it, and it's the guy that robbed the banks. What about the Aaron Rodgers documentary?
Yeah, man, that keeps popping up. Like every
Me
time,
too.
like you hover over the thumbnail and then they show the little clip or whatever. And I watched it the other day. And I look at my wife. I'm like, should we watch this? And she was like, that's kind of interesting because she knows Jordan Rodgers and she
knows him.
I mean, from The Bachelor.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
Knows of Jordan Rodgers.
yeah.
No, my wife doesn't know Jordan Rodgers.
Well, that's how you said it.
Yeah.
But no, also like just kind of the whole story of them being, having family fights or whatever, him not getting along with the family. So we thought about it, but I can't pull the trigger on it. I don't know if I can take, what is it, 2 hours of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Same. That's why I
the
can't.
thing.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers. And by the way, I used to like Aaron Rodgers a lot. I think when we
too.
started this podcast this season, I was like, let's go. But he's insufferable. So
So has anyone
I
watched it?
started it, and I got 10 minutes in, and it's just boring.
you quit Chiefsaholic though, and you
Yeah, because I hate the Chiefs too.
Oh my
But I don't hate Aaron Rodgers.
I
We're
don't
not starting this again.
understand
We're not starting this again. I don't hate Aaron Rodgers, but it was just boring. I don't know. It's just him being Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I
I'm
almost like
okay, we know what
pitied
this
him a little
is.
bit.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of pitied him a little bit. I just
Man,
feel
I
like he's like a
don't- I
lost
don't pity
40-year-old
him.
guy that's just like taking ayahuasca and trying to find the meaning of life. And you know
I
what I mean? Like,
pitied
that's what I got more out of
Chiefsaholic.
it.
that guy? Oh,
yeah, I had pity for
sure.
Chiefsaholic, and he was Robin Banks. I don't have any pity for Aaron Rodgers.
No, I don't have any pity.
So no, I don't think I'm going to watch it. It's one of those documentaries that I just. I didn't know I was going to watch Chiefsaholic. I didn't know I was going to watch the death of Steve McNair.
Oh, I still need to watch that.
That one was
I need
good.
to watch
That was good, and it's only an hour.
What about receivers? Have you watched that?
Nah, I didn't much. Quarterbacks was fine. It was a little too corny for me,
Mhm.
and it was fine. And I'm glad I watched it, but it wasn't good enough that I wanted to watch like its brother.
Right.
Receivers.
It got
What about
old.
kickers.
It got
Yeah.
repetitive. You're like, all right, I get it. And unless you're like a diehard fan of one of those teams or quarterbacks, you don't really care.
The only thing that I got out of quarterbacks was that I liked a certain player, and the rest were just kind of like, okay, fine, I kind of already thought that. And that player I liked was, who do we all like more from it?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Oh,
Oh,
Kirk
yeah.
Cousins for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I forgot he was even on it.
And how his wife dresses him.
Yeah, and Mariota.
Like he was the guy that I was like, okay, I kind of like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I'm rooting. I think that makes me root for him now. But the rest, but Mariota was on it.
Yeah, he was likable
And I
too.
like, yeah, he was
half the
likable,
season.
but he didn't really get to do much.
No, yeah,
No.
he got benched or whatever. Yeah.
So, but no, I didn't watch receivers.
Okay.
Have you watched right tackles?
No, but I did watch kickers.
That's on Fubu.
Punters.
Oh yeah, punters. Special teamers. It's on Fubu. Or no, what is it? Tubi.
Tubi.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There is too, like I saw a TikTok of like Lamar Jackson talking to Mark Andrews, and I'm like, what's this from? And apparently there's a Hard Knocks in season.
Yeah, on the entire division, NFC or AFC
Oh,
North.
that's right. I knew that.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it and I didn't remember it, but we did talk about the entire division.
Mm-hmm. I don't because I think it's on HBO or whatever. Whatever it is, I don't have it.
Probably, yeah,
Yeah,
Max.
Max.
Yeah, Max. Yeah,
But that's such a quick turnaround.
it's like a
that-
week to week thing. Yeah.
Have you never seen Hard Knocks?
I have,
Even
but-
like training camp, it's a week out.
Right, no, I get it, but I mean, that's the only Hard Knocks I watched, the preseason one.
Yeah.
But I forgot that there was an in season, and they're literally talking about what happened 2 days ago.
I hear
Pretty
you.
cool.
And the end season is different because it isn't, but it's the same time difference as the camp.
No, I get it. And even with the camps, I was like, gosh, that's a quick turnaround for such a high quality show like that. It's pretty impressive.
Now that I agree with.
It's like, Reed, we're video dudes. Like, how quick are they turning that around?
Yeah, I don't even understand how they eat or sleep or anything like that.
What are you talking about now?
What? I mean,
Who's
a quick
eating or
turnaround, like the
sleeping?
editors and
Like
stuff.
okay, got it.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was talking about.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's pretty impressive.
Players, coaches.
yeah, everybody.
I
man.
wonder how big their staff is though. Their editing staff, producing staff. It's got to be huge.
And they're noting it on the fly.
Yeah,
Logging
right.
it.
They know, and they also know what they're looking for on the fly. It's different than a reality show where they'll have people do stuff. But if they want to focus on certain players, they'll go and they're looking for something that they can plug into spots. Like, we got it. Lamar did this. This is going to go. Like, they're having to plan it as they go, which is pretty cool. I mean, it is why it can be turned over so
Yeah.
quick. Yeah, but you're right. It's quick. It felt like such a shock to you that it was week to week. And I was like, it's just a different part of the year.
I just forgot that there was an in season Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Because if it's not before the season starts, I ain't watching it.
So, are we building a parlay,
Mm.
Mike?
No, you don't have to.
See,
You-
here's
you
the thing.
wanna?
No, here's the thing. I suck at parlays, and I'm happy to do one, and everybody can bet it and lose.
Oh, God.
There are other
But do you mind though your pictures
but
on it and
there-
your faces on it?
That's even worse.
Yeah, I know.
Because then I lose. But there are other things I like to do. I like people to go to DraftKings, and like I feel really good about certain things. Like I didn't bet the Commanders last week, that money line, the Commanders and Detroit. I didn't bet that at all, the spread. The other three I hit all three of them. I didn't miss championship games, feeling pretty good. Then,
Oh,
and, yeah,
Notre
it's 8.5.
Dame.
They had to kick that field goal.
So dumb.
So I feel pretty good about just going like, here's one or two. But I think when I like stack three,
That's tough.
it's
a little
tough.
greedy.
Yeah,
It's a
other
little
people
greedy.
are great at it. For me, then I'm just like not even for sure about a third one. I'm not for sure about anything. I'm not even for sure about a third one, but I'm like, let me just throw one in. And that's usually what sinks the boat, you know? But, okay. I like betting on touchdowns. I feel pretty good about touchdowns.
Yeah.
Touchdown scorer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Place a $5 pregame bet on an offensive player to find the end zone. And what's cool is DraftKings, if they have the longest rushing or receiving touchdown that day, they're the king of the end zone, and you win a share of $2 million in bonus bets. So Saquon, always a good option.
Yeah.
For longest, because once he's through second level,
He's gone.
good. Now, the deal with Saquon, though, is there'll be a lot of people betting Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he hit last year rushing. Last week
yeah, he did.
rushing. Like, receiving is kind of where the money is for me. Like, A.J. Brown is interesting. Terry McLaurin's interesting.
That's what I was thinking.
That's a good one. But it's a lot of fun. DraftKings is crowning a king of the end zone every NFL game day. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code BobbySports. That's the code BobbySports to compete for a share of $2 million in bonus bets only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.